Hello, Brontë-saurs and Eyre-Heads. Coming up on episode 12 of Sundays with Jane Eyre, we'll be talking about Volume 2, Chapter 2, or Chapter 17 of the novel, and our co-hosts will be the Ghoul Guides, Dr. Lauren Nixon and Mary Going. Our story so far. Young Jane has survived an abusive childhood at the hands of the Reed family and the Lowood school where she was sent. Her best friend at school, the saintly Helen Burns, dies at a very young age. When she turns 18, Jane is hired to be a governess at Thornfield to educate Mr Rochester's ward, Adele. Jane is disappointed the house is not haunted, but she does hear a strange laugh coming from the attic. But the housekeeper, Mrs Fairfax, assures her it is just the servant Grace Poole. Jane meets Mr. Rochester. He falls off his horse. He is fascinated by her watercolor paintings, and they begin to have intimate conversations about their inner lives. Rochester reveals to Jane the story of his involvement with Adele's mother. Then late at night, a mysterious fire breaks out in his bedroom. Jane rescues Rochester by dousing the fire and Rochester in water. They hold hands in his bedroom. Not a euphemism, they just hold hands. The next day, Jane thinks Grace Poole is a homicidal murderer and can't understand why Rochester allows her to be at Thornfield. Mr. Rochester leaves home to stay with some other rich friends and may not return for some time. After learning about one of these friends, Miss Blanche Ingram, from Mrs Fairfax, Jane tries to convince herself that she is too plain to capture the heart of Rochester. In Volume 2, Chapter 2, Jane battles with her feelings for Rochester when he returns with a party of fashionable people for an extended stay at Thornfield, including Blanche Ingram. You don't want to miss all the action on the next exciting episode of Sundays with Jane Eyre from the Rosenbach.